What's up, you guys? Today I'm gonna make salmon bowls for a really late lunch. It's like 4 p.m. but I figured why not hang out with you guys while I make them, and also while I'm cooking I'm gonna do a little bit of some ins and outs of 2025. I've been seeing everyone make these videos and I have my own opinions on the ins and outs of 2025. So some are gonna be really deep, some are gonna be extremely unserious, so let's just get into it. We're gonna start our salmon bowls by cutting up some garlic. I like to slice and marinate my salmon in my own little concoction, so we're gonna do that first. Then we're gonna start prepping the rest of the meal before we cook the salmon. That way it gives it some time to sit, you know what I mean? I feel like one of my ends of 2025 is going to the gym. I feel like that's everyone's New Year's resolution. Basically every single year is let's work out and get healthier, but to be honest, that's never been my New Year's resolution, not even once. I've always been an anti-gym girl. I hate the gym. I've always said that I hate the gym, and I've honestly just always been kind of scared of the gym, if I'm being honest, because I'm a anxious freak. So I feel like going to the gym, it's my worst nightmare. A bunch of people there focusing on their body and just probably staring at me and worried about what I'm doing. I don't know. That's kind of what I always thought it was gonna be like. So to be honest, it's always just been my worst nightmare is going to the gym. But I decided to start going this year. I kind of made a pact with my boyfriend. I was like, well, if you buy me new workout clothes, I will go to the gym. So he did. He bought me all new workout clothes, and so I had to hold up my end of the deal, and surprise, surprise, I actually fucking love it. I don't even know who I am. Take it from me. Never been a gym girl, never thought I would be, but I've been loving it. And I think also now I'm starting to see results and just realizing how important it is to take care of my body and my health and eating better, and how much that helps me mentally. So if you've been thinking about doing it, I know it's cliche, and I know it's annoying to hear people telling you to go to the gym. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym, and I'm not even saying that you should, but I'm just saying that if you want to and you've thought about it, this is your sign to give yourself a chance and just give it a go, because you might end up loving it. I would have never believed you if you told me that I would love the gym, but look at me now. We have our garlic in a bowl. Now we're gonna chop up our salmon. I like to do it in little cubes. Ew, I hate touching it. I like salmon, but I don't want to touch it. A thing that I think is out in 2025 is telling people what is out. And when I say that, I mean on a consumer level. I am talking about people when they're oh, New Balances are out now, this and that is out now, skinny jeans are out now. Who fucking cares? It's literally not that deep. As a kid that grew up always late to the trends, I grew up super poor, so anytime there was something that was trending or cool, I never got the trending or cool thing until it wasn't trending or cool anymore. And that is capitalism at its finest. And honestly, I just think we need to stop worrying so much about what the next person is buying. Buy what the fuck you want to buy. Don't buy what you don't want to buy. And don't worry about what anyone else is doing. If you like something and people are saying that it's out of style, who fucking cares? Honestly, they're probably not that cool anyways, and it's none of their business what type of shoes you're wearing. So telling people that certain things are out of style is out. And I said what I said. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm cutting up my salmon in pretty small cubes, kind of that size, just because I like my salmon to be cooked all the way through. So I just very tediously cut it. Another thing I think is in 2025 is phone calls. I am going to try to make it my life's mission to have more phone calls this year. Less texting, less DMing on Instagram. I want to start hitting up my friends and spending an hour every once in a while. I'm not even saying you have to have time for this every fucking day. No one has time every day to talk to everyone. But I'm saying have an hour phone call with your friend once a month, or have an hour phone call with your sister-in-law or your brother or whoever it is, rather than just texting and checking in every once in a while, because I feel that's how good conversation and memories and connection is made. It is so common nowadays that we literally don't actually talk to each other, verbally talk to each other for months at a time. And I don't know, I just feel like that's so out. Like I really want to call people more often. And I'm a person who's like so anxious about phone calls. If somebody is like, hey, can I call you? I'm like super anxious about it. But I'm trying to do more things that I'm scared of, and I'm trying to really realize that like connection in that way is so important. So phone calls. That I have all my salmon chopped up nice and beautifully in this little bowl. I'm gonna add soy sauce, honey, and sriracha to the bowl. That's what we're gonna marinate this in along with our garlic, and then that's gonna just sit to the side in the fridge for like 30 minutes. It smells so good. I'm just using my tongs to mix everything around. Another in of 2025 is romanticizing literally everything, you guys. I feel like I've been practicing this, and I do believe it is a practice because I think that you can get better at it if you don't know how to do this with time. I have been practicing this for, I feel like at least a few years now, of like really consciously deciding that I want to focus on enjoying things. When I say that, I mean like thinking about how I can improve my life, and even in the smallest way. When I say romanticize everything, I literally mean absolutely everything. Down to the point where like I bought like flavored little pump syrups over here so that I can make my own energy drinks at home. And I get so excited every single morning when I get to do that. Like it's so fun for me. I used to be a barista, so it just like really brings me back to that time of like working at a coffee shop, and I just think it's so much fun finding these teeny tiny little things that you think are fun in your life and literally making them like you're the main character in a movie. Like every morning I wake up and I make my own little drink, and I'm so excited about it, and I just like I think about what I want to eat for lunch. When I cook my food, I like take in how beautiful it looks appearance wise. I take in how it tastes and how like amazing it is for my body. Little things like that, you guys, like you will realize how beautiful life will become when you think about everything way more deeply, in the sense of like enjoying it. Like right now, I can literally romanticize my situation in this exact moment. There's a beautiful light casting in from my window, and it's shining onto my sink and the tile in my kitchen, and it's just beautiful. And it's like the warmth of it I can feel on my shoulder. You guys can kind of see it glowing on my shoulder. Like just feeling those things in that moment and realizing how beautiful they are, and they really are what make life beautiful, is like those small moments. That's what romanticizing every single thing is, and that is in 2025. And if you haven't started doing that yet, you need to start, because let me tell you, it will change your life and it will change your perspective on life. Now we're chopping up our veggies. I'm doing Persian cucumbers, some green onion, avocado, which my avocados are like not even all the way ripe. I think one of them is kind of ripe, so I will use the one that's the most ripe. Hopefully it's okay. And I'm also gonna do edamame, but that needs to get heated up on the stove. Another in of 2025 is filming shit that you want to film. Like if you are in the content creation space, or even if you're not and you just want to get into it, do things that you find it fun. Like not just because other people are doing it or because you feel obligated to do it. Like no matter what industry you're in, do it because you want to, because I feel like a lot of us are doing things that we think we should, and it's like there's no rules, babe. Literally just do whatever the fuck you want, and if people don't like it, they won't follow you. Like that's what you want at the end of the day. You don't want people following you that don't like you, that don't want to see what you're doing. So do what you find fun, and everything else is gonna fall into place. I'm going to make my spicy mayo, and for your spicy mayo you're just going to use mayonnaise. Whatever mayonnaise you have works totally fine. Rice vinegar and sriracha. It's super easy to make, so we're going to make that now. I'm not going to make a ton. Mix that up. Other thing about the rice vinegar is that it kind of thins it out a little, which I think makes it more of like a sauce consistency. So like a little bit of a thinner sauce where you can drizzle it on, and I think that helps a lot. I'm making my bowl and realized I forgot to cook my edamame, but that's okay. It's still about to be fire. Let me show you guys. We got the rice, salmon, and all of our veggies. So I'm gonna put it together right now. I finished my dinner, so I'm gonna go eat, you guys. It came out fucking beautiful and amazing and so good.